নমস্কার দর্শক বন্ধুরা, বিয়ন্ড স্পোর্টসে স্বাগত। আপনারা জানেন আগামী পরশু ইস্টবেঙ্গলের এই বছরের শেষ ম্যাচ হায়দ্রাবাদ এফসির বিরুদ্ধে, এবং এই ম্যাচ জিতে আইএসএল ইতিহাসে ইস্টবেঙ্গলের প্রথম জয়ের হ্যাট্রিক করার একটা হাতছানি আছে। এই বিষয় নিয়ে কি বললেন কোচ অস্কার ব্রুজন? আজকে জানেন বা ইস্টবেঙ্গলের সাংবাদিক সম্মেলন ছিল, তিনি যথেষ্ট আশাবাদী হলেও এটাও কিন্তু বলছেন যে হায়দ্রাবাদ গত ম্যাচে কিন্তু বেশ ভালো লড়াই দিয়েছে নর্থ ইস্টের বিরুদ্ধে। প্রথম হাফে 2-1 গোলে তারা এগিয়েও ছিল, এবং তাদের হয়তো ইনকনসিস্টেন্সির ফলে হয়তো তারা ম্যাচটা শেষ পর্যন্ত জিততে পারেনি, কিন্তু ভালো লড়াই দিচ্ছে, তাই আমাদেরকে সতর্ক থাকতে হবে। এছাড়া সবচেয়ে বড় প্রশ্ন, ইস্টবেঙ্গল সমর্থকরা যেটা জানতে চাইবেন যে মাদি তালালের রিপ্লেসমেন্ট কবে আসবে। সে বিষয়ে কোচ কিন্তু সরাসরি জানিয়ে দিলেন যে আগামী 10 দিনের মধ্যে ক্লাবের তরফ থেকে ঘোষণা হয়ে যাবে মাদি তালালের রিপ্লেসমেন্ট। সাউল ক্রেসপো, তাকে নিয়েও নানান জল্পনা, তিনি কবে ফিরে আসতে পারবেন। কোচ যেমনটা পরিষ্কার জানিয়ে দিলেন, হয়তো 12 তারিখ যদি ডার্বি হয়, এখনও বিভিন্ন আপনারা জানেন ইফস অ্যান্ড বার্ডস আছে, তবে যদি ডার্বি হয় সেই ম্যাচে তাকে পাওয়া হয়তো সম্ভব হবে না। তবে 19 গোয়া ম্যাচ, ইনফ্যাক্ট তিনি একদম স্পেসিফাই করে বলেছেন গোয়া ম্যাচ থেকে হয়তো সাউল ক্রেসপো ফিরতে পারেন লাল হলুদ শিবিরে। এছাড়াও ক্লেটন সিলভা, যাকে নিয়ে নানান জল্পনা হয়েছিল একসময়, এই চোট আঘাতগুলোর আগে যাকে ছেড়ে দেওয়া নিয়েও একটা কথা উঠছিল, এখন সেই ক্লেটন সিলভাই হয়তো ইস্টবেঙ্গল সমর্থকরা আবার তাকে উপর ভরসা করতে শুরু করেছে। এই ক্লেটনকে নিয়ে কোচ বললেন যে একটা বিভিন্ন কারণে ঠিক মতন তিনি প্রি সিজন করতে পারেননি, এটা তার একটা চোটের কারণে, কিন্তু এখন আস্তে আস্তে নিজের বেস্ট ভার্সানে কিন্তু ক্লেটন ফিরছেন, এবং তিনি আমার দলের অধিনায়ক। হ্যাঁ, এই ইস্টবেঙ্গল দলের অধিনায়ক কিন্তু ক্লেটন সিলভাই। সাংবাদিক সম্মেলনে কি বলেন কোচ অস্কার, চলুন শুনে নেওয়া যাক বিয়ন্ড স্পোর্টসের পর্দায়।
We have a important collection of injuries. The last one is Rakip. I prefer not to go very much in detail regarding the recovery time, but we are going to miss Rakip in the next few weeks. In the next game we are going to miss also Hector because of cuts, and the rest of the injuries you already know. So yeah, we have to cope with this, and again, I don't want to stop sticking to this thing a lot, because every time we had a problem, we have shown, and it's proven, that we can with a good solution. So our focus and our sport now is in the solutions.
What is the condition of Saul Crespo? Are you in touch with your Spanish midfielder?
Yeah, we are in touch with every player daily, especially our medical department, and they report back to us. Saul on second will join the team context, and from there we will have a proper evaluation. But our calculation is that Saul probably he will be luckily in the game against. For Mohon Bagan it's going to be complicated, so it's going to be on Mohon Bagan or
Any more questions?
on 19th.
No.
Yeah, yes, there is chances. And there is also chances for players that were not in my hands. So what we are going to try to do is decide well what is the profile that we need. And I cannot tell you nothing because we are still managing, studying, analyzing, and in discussions with some players. So probably soon, I hope that in the next week or next 10 days we'll find a replacement for the second leg for the injury of Talal.
It's a chance for a hat-trick. This is the first time this Bengal is a threshold of hat-trick.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, it's a chance to keep progressing and do things in the SL that we did not do before. We take it. This is an opportunity, as you say. We are not being very accurate with our away games in recent times. This is the last game of the year. We were talking a lot about what we have to do in these last games of the year. Yeah, we are coming with everything because we think that it's again very important to consolidate our position on the table. No issues, as you know, we are gonna never find excuses. Here it was also raining last week. We could practice in wet field, so in any condition that we are gonna be there in Hyderabad, we are gonna try to put the condition in our favor. It's a repeated question since I came here. I think that in every press conference you ask me about him because you know his potential. So all of you were wondering what happened with Clayton, and I was telling openly and clear, Clayton is on his way. He's working well, he's improving. Week by week, he's getting that point, and the reality is that Clayton could not enjoy a full pre-season because he was having some physical issues. But this is already part of the past. Clayton now is consolidated in the team, a leader, an important player for us, and I can assure you that following the last practices, we are already enjoying the best version of Clayton. Good question, because it's part of our internal talk to the players. I think that is a critical moment of the season for us, when we are facing every rival not feeling the superior side on the field or the favorites, and in this game it's tricky because the tendency has changed. Many is considering us the favorites for this game, that we are in a good run of results and they are suffering, but in football this is very, very tricky. In the moment that you relax a little bit or you consider your opposition less than you, is when you are going to get for sure a surprise. So I hope that we can consolidate the work of the last few weeks. I think that Hyderabad is a good team, probably lacking some consistency and probably lacking 90 minutes of regular good football, but they have peaks of form. I think that they have been performing well in the last few weeks, but having some problems at their back. And what is sure is that in the last game, in the first 45 minutes, they were looking a team sharp with the change of the coach, many players trying to demonstrate that they have a position in the team. And again, I repeat, Hyderabad game for us, we know very well that it's a tricky game and we don't want to let the opportunity go, because we have been talking a lot about the last part of the season, and I think that this is the game that will end that we have the possibility to complete a good 2024 if we can win this game, if we can climb positions, and especially with the calendar of the month of January, which is probably the most demanding calendar for any ISL club. We are going to play Mumbai City, we are going to play Mohun Bagan, Goa, Kerala Blasters, and again Mumbai City. So the points that we can collect now are going to be points of good need for us for facing the tough calendar that we have in January.
Of the Hyderabad FC's ground, and complaining about the long grasses over here and what is your take on that? That is my first part of the question.
The game on TV, and the grass was long and dry, so probably there was less water in the previous days of the game, and probably the coach wanted to play a different game condition. But for this we have the ISL. I think that they are the ones granting the conditions on the field, that all the clumps, all the fields are similar the one to the other. There is even a measurement for cutting the grass. So I hope that the ISL has shown what you just mentioned, and that we play in a field that is a field that could be considered a ISL standard.